can't fuck around, man. The rock, bitch, killer. My nigga Sugar, Siegel, Bean, Diplomats, man. Hopper, Dash. Get the fuck off our dick, no homo. Boys, whatever y'all want to say for 2 minutes, man. I own this shit right now, man. I ain't going nowhere.
Back with Biggie. Just a minute. Like it? You want me to let it roll for a little bit? Let it roll for a minute. Take it in. Joy from the knocker right here. Can I hit the pipe real quick while Biggie's going? Can I hit that?
Yeah, go.
It's legalized, right? It's legal now, right?
It's legal, baby. Go.
Smoke weed every day.
I like the little
So I just speak my peace, keep my peace. Cubans with the Jesus peace, with my peace. Packing, asking who want it. They want it, nigga flaunt it. That Brooklyn shit, we on it.
Back
bad right there. That's bad right there. I'm not a rap fan. That was bad right there.
That's some healthy lung right there.
So, Knocker, what is your opinion? So, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame next year, they have Tupac Shakur in the as the one of the nominees. How do you feel about having rap artists and hip hop artists and R&B artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
The only problem I have with it is it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
If they would change it to the Music Hall of Fame, right, or you know, Artists Hall of Fame,
right,
something like that, he definitely gets in.
Right.
So if they've let any rapper in, it's got to be him and Biggie. I mean, those are the two. So if anybody's going to get in, it's going to be those two. But if you're talking strictly rock and roll, rap is not rock and roll. It just isn't. I'm sorry, it's not.
Right.
So that's the only caveat I have to it.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, if you're going to allow anybody, if you're going to allow any type of R&B, hip hop, rap. I mean, R&B is rock and roll because there is no rock and roll without R&B.
So Janet Jackson is nominated. Do you think she belongs to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yes. Because R&B, pop, rock and roll, that's all same genre. Rap is it's just not. It's just a totally different animal in and of itself. And not that they're not talented, not that they're not geniuses in their own right, but it's not rock and roll. Right?
I agree with you.
So, there you go.
I'm liking this Tupac collection you got going on here.
Good stuff, right?
It's good. It's good to be nostalgic.
Hey, we need you to do a rap here, like we did a long time ago over there at the other studio. Yeah! Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Come on.
No, we don't.
Come on. I'll give up 5 minutes of my segment.
I can't. No, I can't.
Do it.
No,
do
I
it.
can't.
Do it.
Go Power Rankings.
Do it. Do it.
No, I'm not gonna rap. No.
Why?
Because it'd take too much time up out of this show.
2 minutes, man.
He's
no.
embarrassed.
I can't do it. I'm embarrassed. I'm not in the right mind frame. God, but it feels so good right now. Come on. Come on. There's too many can bang with us. Straight no mean no angel us. Label us notorious. Scrambling, gambling. Trying to win, trying not to win. Carnosine, oxygen. Oxygen. Send Benjamins. Maybe you should too. If you knew what this game would do to you. Been this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So-called beef with you know who. Fuck a few female stars or two. Then I blue like niggas blue like my shit. Now we fuck with. But fuck blood quick. Cause me and my girls water my shit. Fuck lot shit aim. No aspirations to quit the game. Spit your game, call your kid, call your clip, squeeze your clip, hit right one. Press the beat, that's like one. All them niggas I got to fight one. Just shake the shoulder. Like one. Our situation is a tight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Seems to me that you take the bone and big nigga. I feel so black when I sing this song. Like, shit, nobody can't see me. Fuck it, God, he speaks so fast right here. I don't even know what he's saying.
you do. You're just a little too smashed to do it right now. But that's good. I like that. Thank you for that.
No, but I'm coming in right now. I'm coming in.
Uh-oh!
When it's 7 a.m., but bring the money, the bean, green, nicotine, no dose of buffet, soda, and arista. Nicotine! Then I'm gonna sing with my masculinity. He's especially for the beam and 45. Gonna ride real sick. Oh, no, I can't do it. Okay. All right, okay, we're ready. Okay, we're done.
I respect the hell out of that. That's a great song.
It is a fantastic song.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone
See,
Thug.
that's not rock and roll,
That's not rock and roll.
but it's genius in and of itself.
It's genius.
Yeah.
Its own world.
every time I do karaoke, I always have a
genius.
go-to as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's your go-to?
This is my go-to. Yeah. I know like every single word.
Do it. Fuck college
Do it,
football.
yeah, fuck it. Here we go.
Fuck college football.
I'm feeling it. I like
Ready?
it.
You guys ready?
Yeah, go.
This here's a cheer for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Be shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are dancing, the crowd is showing body. A chick walks by you, wish you could sex her, but you're standing on the wall like he was Poindexter. Next day's function, high class
Oh,
luncheon.
he's
Food
doing
is
it,
served and
man.
you're stone cold munching. Music comes on, people start to dance, but then you ate so much you nearly split your pants. A girl starts walking, guys start talking. Sits down next to you and starts talking. Says she wanna dance cause she likes the groove. But come on, fatso, and just bust the move.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
Good times, man. Good times
good
karaoke
stuff.
in the bar, just all drunk. Dude.
Hell yeah, that's
Dude,
good
hell
stuff.
yeah, dude.
That was good stuff right
That's
there.
You know, I can see doing that as your boy Joey.
Oh yeah.
Leisinger?
Yeah.
I can see white
Oh
boy
no,
Joe
it's just so funny. Just story about him, best man at his wedding, right?
Right.
And he now is Mr. Highfalutin Yacht, Mr. I'm
Right.
in the
Right.
Rhode Island type,
Yeah.
yacht rock, right?
Right.
That's his shit. We go to karaoke at his wedding. I drop in "Hot for Teacher" by Van Halen.
Right.
Oh my God! I never got more dirty looks from a family in my life. I'm out there just like, oh, the drum solo's coming out. Hot for I'm going up to the grandmas like, "Hot for Teacher," like right in the face. Got crazy. It was fantastic. I've never been invited back.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
And this is the same guy as your best man said, is it time to eat? Because I'm fucking hungry.
that's right. Yeah, so we both.
That's how classy he is.
That's how
right?
we're both classy. That's what we do at our weddings. That's what we do at our weddings. That's what we do. That's what we do. All right, Knocker. Let's
True
get to
story.
Let's get to
story.
your college football here, Knock. Now you've got some rants to go on here.
Well,
As we get now first, Knocker, I have a question to you. I asked this to you in the kitchen prior to the show.
right.
I asked you, you are a more of a college football fan over the NFL, correct?
Right, correct.
And why is that?
Because I think it's more entertaining. I think it's
You think
more
it's more
intense.
entertaining?
Yes, I do. And the reason
Yet every game is a blowout on the weekend
Not
for
every
college
game is a
football?
blowout. No
Really?
way.
Really?
no way.
In the NFL, every game within 5 points, average, within 5 points.
Not all
Final
the
score.
time. New
But
England beats the
Alabama's
shit
going
out
to
of
kill
everybody.
every team. Washington's going to kill every
Alabama
team.
LSU was a 10-point game. USC Colorado was a 3-point game. Okay? When the good teams play each other,
I got one
teams-
game knocker per
It's
week. I
close.
get one close game per week. Well, in the NFL, I get 12. I get 12 close
That's
games a
because
week.
they're all mediocre.
They're all mediocre.
They're all mediocre. It's crap to
Really?
watch.
What's better to watch? Let's see. The Ravens and the Browns on Thursday, or Alabama versus Tennessee Tech?
In the NFL, you can pretty much pick who's going to win.
Really? Really?
The chance of a big
And
upset,
not in college?
No, the chance of a big upset in college is more prevalent. Like Penn State beating Ohio State. Penn State beating Ohio State only happens in college football. Appalachian State beating Michigan a few years ago only happens in college football. Boise State beating Oklahoma only happens in college football. It doesn't happen. Rarely the Patriots beating the Rams in the Super Bowl. Probably the only time there was a huge upset in the Super Bowl. Give me another one. You can't name me another one.
Okay, I can name you this. The Patriots and the Patriots are the best team in the NFL, correct?
Yes.
Browns are the worst?
Yes.
If they played each other, the Patriots would not beat the Browns by more than 20 points, correct?
I have no
Probably,
idea.
on a given day.
Right?
In college football, Alabama would beat the 32nd ranked team by more than 40 points every single weekend. How is that at all entertainment to you?
I'm taking
to
the-
see a team blow another team out by that much.
I'm taking the whole experience in the traditions, the bands, the cheerleaders. That just there's hundreds and
Oh, but
hundreds.
so cheerleaders and bands make a 64-7 route
It's
more exciting?
It's entertainment.
Really?
At Ohio,
Than
you've
a
got-
game going down to the last
At
kick
Ohio
in the NFL?
State, you
Come
have,
on,
you have,
Knox.
you
Come
have,
on.
You have Script Ohio. You got the USC band. Everybody's got their traditions. You got the Utah third down thing. You got Washington with the 12th man. You got Death
And
Valley.
I've got the Raiderettes and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, man.
Every stadium in college football is unique. Every single one is unique.
So you have a unique stadium. Let's put that unique
You
stadium.
don't have
You've
it in
got-
college football. I mean, in pro football.
No, you know what? You have close games that come down to the final drive.
But they're all boring.
That's what you have.
No, they're
How is that boring?
It's
How is
boring.
the final drive
Oh,
boring?
that Ram-Carolina game, even though it was 13-10, are you telling me that
it
wasn't
was
boring?
close. It's better than a 46-7
The-
game.
the
It's
score-
better than 46-7.
The score was close, and that's exciting.
Cam, I'm gonna throw some millennial boy over here. Cam, do you feel me or do you feel Knock?
No, I feel Knocker, especially with all the atmosphere and everything that goes
Exactly.
into it. I would say that.
Fuck the atmosphere. Give me a 20-17
Here's-
game over 46-7.
Here's the thing that I don't like about the NFL is you can get Browns Titans. It's a close game, but it's terrible to watch.
Right,
Like,
it's
those are
lousy.
two bad
It's a lousy product.
They're two bad teams.
Just because it's a close game doesn't mean it's entertaining
But
or
Alabama
well
versus
played.
Tennessee Tech is okay.
No, but you have Texas Tech versus Oklahoma, which is a 62-54
Right.
game that only happens in college.
Right.
It's fantastic.
Baylor, Oklahoma
Oh, so
State,
there's no
64 to
defense.
60.
No defense.
That's entertaining to me. That's entertaining. The tailgate, the traditions, the walkthrough.
I think the
the
thing
whole
that-
thing, the whole aura of college football. It's not a business as the NFL is. It's just the NFL before free agency to me was fantastic because you could attach yourself to a team. You grew up with it. You followed them and their development. With the free agency, everything moves around. In college football, it's the jersey. It's the school. It doesn't matter what name is on the back because they're going to be gone in 3 years or 2 years to the NFL anyway. It's still USC. Doesn't matter the name on the back of the jersey. It's still USC. It's 108 years of tradition at
fine.
USC. It's to me, it's
But
much more
it's
entertaining.
USC beating Colorado State 56
Doesn't
to
matter.
10. More of an entertaining game than seeing the Titans and the Texans battle it out 2017. What's better?
I think
What's better?
I think what Knocker's alluding to is this certain degree of authenticity
Yes.
that the NFL doesn't offer.
Yes.
Like, can you say like a Cam
Yeah,
Newton?
explain to me that. Please explain to me the authenticity that you think that college football provides over the NFL.
I just think that, like Knocker said, the tradition is that you have a program like Michigan that even though they're a down program and they've been a down program for the past 5 years, people will still want to watch because it's Michigan football. It's, it's
You don't
running out
think
of the
people
tunnel.
want to watch the Raiders because they're the Raiders?
Well,
They-
I'm
no,
They're
no,
the
no,
same
no.
fan base. What do you
No,
mean?
no, no,
Raiders
no, no,
fans
no,
are
no,
the
no.
same.
No, the state of Michigan follows Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines and the Michigan Spartans more than they do the Lions. They go to the Lions games because it's Sunday and it's football. But they are passionate about Michigan and Michigan State. Where do you get the hate? You are living in it. Where do you see?
No, but now
Stop! Let me talk. Where do you see the hate between Michigan and Ohio State in any pro football rivalry? Where? Where do you see that passion in any?
Steelers, Ravens.
No.
Steelers, Ravens.
No, it's not the same.
Come on.
It's not the same.
Are we talking
bro.
on the field or off the field?
Just the whole
No,
aura, the
that's
whole.
different. On the field.
No,
I'm
this-
watching what's on the field. I don't care what's in the goddamn parking lot.
Steelers-
I don't care.
The Steelers,
I don't care.
The Steelers Ravens thing does not go through generations. You have
What do you mean Steelers
have
generations?
grandfathers, fathers, and sons all watching Michigan football insanely against Ohio State. You don't have that in pro football. You just don't. It's not there.
Are you talking passion or are you talking entertainment, Knocker?
It all encompasses the whole thing.
Okay.
It's great.
Let us know, guys. You guys podcast the show. Where
I'm
do you
telling
lie on
you-
this? Are you on Knocker? Are you with college football is more entertaining, more passionate than NFL? Are you with me that's saying games that are within 5 points every single week are more entertaining than college
I'm
football,
telling
which
you,
is 36-0 every single.
NCAA game day is much better than
Let us know.
anything the NFL produces.
I,
And the rivalry games, the Iron Bowl, Alabama, Auburn, you don't get that in the NFL. It's not
Oh,
the
well, I
same.
know you don't get a 46-10 blowout.
It's not,
I know,
it's
right?
just not the same.
You don't.
USC, UCLA, it's not the same. Michigan, Ohio State, you don't get that in the NFL because this happens every single year. The Red River Shootout, the Texas, Oklahoma. You just don't have that aura in any NFL game. You just don't.
All right.
Just don't,
Yeah,
because
man,
these things
I'm
happen
gonna-
every year.
We're
The
gonna get to your
NFL
picks.
The NFL moves. The college football is
That's what's
static.
great about it. Every year, as an NFL team, I might have a chance in college football. If I'm not Alabama, if I'm not Clemson, if I'm not a top 10 team, I have no fucking shot.
Oh, the Browns have a chance.
well,
The Dolphins have a chance.
You got me
The
there.
Jets have a
Oh,
chance.
okay.
The
Yeah, the
Jaguars
Jets
have a
do.
chance.
Yeah, the Jets
The
do.
Titans have a chance.
Yes.
The Chargers have a chance.
Yes.
The Rams have a
Yes.
chance. Horse shit! They don't. They have just as much chance as Tennessee Chattanooga. Not gonna happen.
Okay, I'll eat fish and then we'll get to Knocker's picks. Wait.
I think there's also a good point that Knocker's trying to get to here is that Michigan-Ohio State isn't a one-week rivalry like the NFL because you got to move on in the NFL. You just can't dwell on games. Michigan-Ohio State, Michigan fans like me will be watching consistently every week to see what Ohio State does. If they don't beat a common opponent by more than Michigan did, you'd be like, Ohio State sucks. We're going to beat them this year. We're going to beat them in the horseshoe. Like, for example, for me, it was the Rutgers game with Michigan beating the hell out of Rutgers and saying that proves that Michigan's going to be better than Ohio State. There's just something like that.
It just doesn't have the tradition, the aura of USC Notre Dame. I mean, it's USC Notre Dame. There's no NFL rivalry to match, to me, USC Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're shitty teams or if they're 1 and 2 in the polls. It's USC Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Michigan State. There's nothing in the NFL to compare to Michigan State. There just isn't. It's just the whole country gets glued in to this, and they're rabid fans.
All right, well, let us know as you guys podcast the show throughout the week. Tweet us, let us know your opinions. Right, Knocker, we're
Okay,
going to
now
get to your picks now. I went 5-0 last week. You went 3-2.
Yes.
Correct your college football picks.
I'm 28,
Now,
22
you've got a
on
couple
the year.
rants. I'm going to let you have the next 15 minutes before you end the show here, okay? Diz.
Okay, let him chime in.
Dizzle. All right, Dizzle, what's going on, my man?
What's going on, fellas? I'm watching the argument, college football versus the pros.
Right.
I like the spiritedness. I
Yeah.
love the energy.
Yeah, I like it too.
And what side are you on?
You know what, Josh? I'm going to ride the fence on this one. I love them both. I'm not going to lie.
You're a
Love
fucking
both.
lawyer, aren't you? You're a fucking lawyer, aren't you?
You have me on silent, Rene. Do you have me muted?
No, I can certainly see both sides because I agree with you. The blowouts in college football are boring. A 78-0 win of Michigan over Rutgers is not entertaining. The games that Ohio State's been playing lately haven't been entertaining. With 59-3 over Nebraska or whoever it was. I mean, there's a lot of blowouts. But then, like Knocker said too, the mediocrity in pro football leaves a lot to be desired. The games are close because all the teams are mediocre and they
Thank you.
basically all stink.
Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. let me ask you
Number
this.
two.
Oh, dog.
Number two.
If Rutgers was relevant in the day when they had when
Number two.
Gianna was there and Rutgers was
I hear that number two being played. I love you, Rene.
Now let me ask you. Come on now.
Go ahead.
Are you not more excited to see Alabama play LSU, or if Ohio State and Michigan are ranked 1 and 2? I understand the blowouts, but the big games in college football are big games. Are you not more interested in seeing number 1 Alabama playing number 2 Auburn in the Iron Bowl? Are you not more interested in Ohio State playing Michigan 1 and 2?
Do you want to see Patriots Seahawks more than you want to see that? I do.
that's
I
what-
do.
No, I'm going to go on. I'm going to go with Knocker on that.
Thank
I'd rather
you.
watch the Iron Bowl than the Patriots Seahawks.
Thank you.
Freaking kidding me.
Thank you.
Now,
You know
hold
what?
on now.
Number
If you
two.
put Rutgers and let's say by some strange miracle Rutgers was good,
Right.
then I want to watch Rutgers every week because I have a connection to the school, I have a connection to the university.
Thank you.
And that's part of me. I spent part of my life there. So that's why I think college football is great because if you've gone to a school, you have a certain nostalgia for it.
Thank
You
you.
know, pro football teams, I love the Cowboys because I picked them when I was 7. I don't have any real connection. But with Rutgers, I take those losses harder. They're kicking the balls. That's 78-0.
Sorry.
Now let me ask you. Hey, let me ask you this. Okay, you're
Number two.
You're a Cowboy fan. You're a Cowboy fan, and you're a Rutgers
Yes, sir.
fan. If Rutgers was 11-0, going to the horseshoe for the Big Ten championship, okay, or in the to get to the college playoff, and the Cowboys were playing the Giants to get to the NFL playoffs, and you only have one screen, what game are you going to watch?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm going to see Rutgers.
Thank you. That's all
Number
I'm
two.
saying, Josh. You have a personal investment
It's
in this.
It's an investment.
Pro football, yes.
It's a connection. I know that those kids have walked the same streets. They go to the same classes in the same buildings that I went to. So that gives me a connection. The Cowboys, yeah, I love them with all my heart, Josh. I'm as big as a Cowboy. I'm a Cowboys investor. I'm a season ticket holder, and I live in freaking New Jersey.
I feel, and it's just there's blowouts every single week. It's
yeah,
called
every week there's a
football.
blowout.
But there's also those games where, like last week.
Oh, well, you know what? I bust a nut every once in a while, too. But you know what? I'd rather do it every single week.
Wow. You're just so wrong. There's just so much more involved in college
I think
football.
I think like Knocker's saying, there's a certain point to where I used to get up every Saturday and watch game day.
But
and
you
be-
don't, though.
But here's the
you
thing.
don't anymore.
Here's the thing, because I don't have time because I'm fucking working.
Right.
So, but my point is that I would get up and watch game day and be so excited to see two teams play.
Right.
Just with that
Exactly.
crowd. That
And the
crowd's going
You
chance-
don't get the
the
same feeling
chance-
watching the Fox
No, if-
Sunday show before
No.
the game. I'm jacked up.
Josh,
I'm
Josh.
jacked up.
I'll say
You're,
this.
hey, I'll say this too. Who gets more jacked up? Does that not jack you the fuck up every Sunday?
No.
Josh, I'll say this. Would you take the Iron Bowl or Browns Ravens on Thursday?
I'm taking Iron Bowl.
Well,
Of
let me,
course.
Josh,
There
let
you
me,
go.
let me present this to you, okay? To you, what would be more exciting? Okay? Cleveland upsetting Dallas or Rutgers going into the shoe and upsetting Ohio State? What would
Rutgers,
just
baby.
be more powerful on a global basis?
If I'm going to be honest, Rutgers.
Exactly. That's why college football is a better product. You have
But
that
how
Goliath.
often
You
does that
have that
happen?
David and
No,
Goliath.
but to your point, nobody rushes the field after a pro game.
That's true.
Nobody what?
Nobody rushes the field after a pro football game. I don't care how big of a win it is, but when App State upsets Michigan, people are rushing the field and celebrating. When Rutgers upset Louisville in the pandemonium of Piscataway, I jumped over a fence and ran
Right.
on the field.
Would you do that if the Giants beat the Eagles to go to the playoffs? No.
No.
It's just not the same because you live when Ohio State beats Michigan, they live with that for a whole year.
I live with my Cowboys losses every week.
It's
Tell me
not
about it.
the same.
Tell me about it.
Not
All right,
the
well,
same.
let's get to your college picks. Hey, O-Dog, I'm glad you chimed in here, brother. I want to give your show a shout-out real quick before we get to Knocker's picks here.
I appreciate it. We're on WBKS, the1.com. We're called In the Game. We'll be live back next Tuesday, 9 p.m.
I'm coming on.
East Coast
I'm coming
time.
on. O-Dog, I'm
No,
coming on.
I don't want him to leave yet. I want to ask him a question.
I want to come on O-Dog's
Sure.
show. I want to come on O-Dog's
No,
show.
fine. Do it on
You're
Tuesday.
always welcome. Knocker's always welcome. Cam, Rene, anytime you guys want to
I'm going to call
in,
in.
give us
I'm
a
going to
call.
call in next week, all right?
Please do.
All right, I'm going to be drunk, too.
as you are now, right? Hey, hold on, I'm gonna call it next week because I love you. I love you, man. Let me ask you a question, O-Dog.
Yes, sir.
Every other major conference in the NCAA plays 9
Oh.
conference games. The SEC,
He's
Plays
gonna do
8.
it, Cam. He's going to go there.
okay?
Okay.
What do you think about every single year before the rivalry games in the SEC?
Wait, what are they called?
Rivalry games in the SEC.
Yeah,
like,
Adam.
let's say before Alabama and Auburn play in the Iron Bowl, okay?
Okay.
Alabama plays Alabama A&M, and Auburn plays Chattanooga prior to the Iron Bowl. No other conference schedules a Division II opponent in November other than the SEC. Yet they get all the accolades. While USC is going to play Washington, UCLA, and
Right.
Notre Dame at the end of their schedule, right?
Right.
The SEC is scheduling Tennessee
Cream
Tech,
puffs.
Georgia
Yeah.
Southern, University of Southern Alabama in
Community
November.
fans. Yep.
Do
Yep.
you think that that's cool? Do you think that that's Josh says that's manipulating, it's within the rules and blah, blah, blah. I think it's bullshit, and I think that's how they get these ratings at the end of the year. They get basically a bye in the middle of November before they play the last 2 or 3 games of their schedule. Is that good? Is that
I
bad?
agree.
Is it wrong? Is it right?
I think it's total bullshit. I think it's totally wrong. Alabama's third string are going to beat most of those guys on their starters. So I think you're 100% right on that. It's not fair, and it should be corrected.
Thank you. I love you.
No one invited you on this show.
All right. Number 2.
Hold strong with a bullet.
Number 2.
Number 2 with a
Number
bullet.
2. Number 2.
Hey,
Number 2.
Number
Number
2.
2. Number 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 2.
Like John Lennon with number 9, you're on number 2 or what?
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
Thanks, Rene.
I love you, Dizzle. You have a good night, buddy. I love you, man.
You too, guys.
All right, dude.
Okay, now I'm going to keep going with this a little bit.
No, it's fine. We have 5 minutes. We can do 5 more minutes. So we'll go ahead. We'll give you. I want your pick.
All right.
No, go 5, 10 minutes. I'll give you. I don't want to take it per time. You had a lot of stuff going on, so go ahead.
Okay, the other problem that I have here is
I fired my guard. I got hire Rene.
Texas A&M was ranked number 4 in the college football playoff rankings last week.
Give him some background.
Okay.
Give the man some background.
Texas A&M last week lost handily to Mississippi State and only dropped 4 spots in the rankings.
Look at that.
4 spots. Okay. Mississippi State beat Texas A&M. This is the teams. This is a
don't bring Mississippi. We have a lot of Mississippi listeners.
Mississippi State must be the greatest 5-loss team in the history of the NCAA.
He's so right.
Because Mississippi State has lost to South Alabama, which has lost 5 games. They've lost to LSU, which has lost 3. They've lost to Auburn, which has lost 2. Okay, don't mind those. They've lost to BYU, who has lost 4 games. And they've lost to Kentucky, who's lost 4. That's 15 losses that Mississippi State has lost to those teams. Yet, Texas A&M drops only 4 spots in the poll. I goddamn guarantee you, if Washington loses to USC, who, by the way, USC is 6-3, they've lost to number 1 Alabama and number 15 Utah, and they lost to a Stanford team who at the beginning of the year was ranked very high. Okay? That's a 3-loss team. USC's opponents that they have lost to have lost a total of 5 games. But I guarantee
that's a good stat.
I
That's a good stat
guarantee
right there,
you
Knock.
that if USC beats Washington, they will drop at least 10 spots in the poll. This pisses me off. The Pac-12 has 5 teams in the top 25 according to the coaches poll. Okay? They've got Washington at 4 at 9-0, Colorado at number 12 at 7-2, Utah at 7-2, USC at 6-3, Washington State at 7-2. Okay? USC beat Colorado. Okay? That's one of their 6 wins. The SEC, on the other hand, Alabama at 9-0 at number 1. They should be there. Auburn 7-2. A&M 7-2 at rank number 8 with a loss to Mississippi State. Sorry, A&M lost. They got their ass.
You don't get
just
quarterback
wait.
is gone.
It's my segment. A&M lost to Alabama, got their ass kicked in the 6th, 7th week of the season. USC played them on opening day with a rookie quarterback on the road with rookies all along the front 7. Got their ass handed to them. Guarantee you, USC would have a closer game against them than A&M did. Okay? LSU is 24 at 5-3. Arkansas at 6-3. The college football poll somehow has the Pac-12 rated just with the SEC, but I guarantee you if Washington loses this game to USC, who has a better record and played better opponents than Mississippi State did and or Texas A&M, they will drop more than 10 spots in the poll, and I think that's an absolute travesty. I'm done.
The fact that you're saying, though, that Washington has a chance to lose the game, does that say something about Washington?
No, it says something about the Pac-12, and it says something about how far USC has progressed since that slaughter opening day. Right. USC is a damn scary football team right now.
Well, give me your wins.
Okay? Schedule this week.
It's hard to do better than we did last week.
And here we go. Mississippi State, who A&M just lost to. Mississippi State who A&M just lost to, okay? And they only dropped 4 spots in the poll from 4 to 8. Mississippi State is a 30-point underdog this weekend. 30-point underdog to Alabama.
It's Alabama.
They're a 30-point dog, and A&M lost to them, and they only dropped 4 spots.
In all fairness, 30 points is being generous.
Exactly.
30 points.
Alabama's going to roll the
Cam, would you
freaking
not
crap
agree
out
that
of this.
losing your quarterback will change the outcome
It's
of the
just
game?
all-
Everybody loses their quarterback.
No,
Everybody
and yet you end up like the Cowboys going 4-12 instead of 12
and you want to go strength of schedule, which is what they all went on A&M's for because they're strength of schedule. The biggest team they played was UCLA, and they suck. UCLA hurt their quarterback in that game. So your quarterback hurt argument doesn't lay water because the only good team preseason that A&M played was UCLA. They got their quarterback hurt in that game. He's out for the season, and it went to overtime. Yet UCLA is 3-5.
To Knocker's point of strength of schedule arguments, Wisconsin is played 5 ranked teams.
Thank you.
They are the best 2-loss team in the country. They have lost to number 3 Michigan by 7 points. They have lost to number 6 Ohio State by 7 points.
Thank you.
So
that's
if
a
you're
good
looking,
statistics.
they have
That's a
beaten
good-
you.
that's
They
a-
have beaten LSU, who was ranked 5. They have beaten at number 8 Michigan State at the time. They lost at number 4 Michigan. They lost against
I'm
Ohio
with you with
State.
the Big. I
and
think
they
the Big
beat
Ten
Nebraska.
is a better conference than the SEC.
Absolutely.
But
I agree.
it's not to Knocker's point. It's their arguments are so just based around whatever they want to make to change to put Texas A&M at 4.
Would
or
you
something.
agree though that TV show, that college playoff, whatever ESPN throws up there, they do it for you to tune in. I think they're manipulating.
I
it
understand
to-
that, but this is just blatant placement of SEC teams to get back into
Well,
the
right now,
top
if
4.
Washington finishes out the way if they go undefeated,
But why
they're
should
in.
Washington-
They're in, Knock. So what is the complaint? They're in.
But
They're in.
Is Washington at 9-1 not better than A&M at 8-2?
Oh, I agree. Yes. Oh, yes.
But
yes,
they
yes,
will
yes, yes,
fall
yes.
behind A&M, guarantee you, if
But,
they lose this
but would
game.
you agree? In Ohio State, at whatever is 9-1 or 10, a one loss Ohio State team is better than a 1-loss Washington team.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll
so
give
we
you
can,
that.
So we can all stay there.
The
But
pro-
A&M with
Right?
2 losses doesn't belong anywhere up there.
The problem is like Knocker's saying, their knowledge only, their argument only figures to the SEC. It doesn't hold water in the Pac-12. It doesn't hold
Right.
water in the Big Ten.
Oh, the SEC beats each other up. Well, so does the Pac-12 and so does the Big Ten. They
Okay.
beat each other up.
All right, give me your pick.
All right, here's some games
Yeah,
this
give me
weekend.
some games before we close out. We're running late. I know. Are you okay? Are you okay there? Get your
Save it for
fucking
Palm Springs.
inhaler over here,
Save
man.
it for Palm Springs.
Pack 'em
Auburn.
up a fucking bowl.
Auburn
so
goes
you
to
can-
Georgia. My millennial thinks
Pack 'em
Georgia.
up, put it in here.
My millennial thinks Georgia upsets Auburn at home this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Auburn covers. It's a 10-point spread. I think
I'll
Auburn
get
wins
the
the
music.
game.
I got it.
I can't go with you with the Georgia with the upset because I just think Georgia sucks as far as trying to bet anywhere near that. So there you go. USC, 9-point underdog going into Seattle. USC is the most improved team in the country,
I
in my
agree with
opinion.
that. Yes.
Okay? I'm going to take the points, and I'm going to take USC. I think this is going to be an absolute dogfight. I don't think Washington State has come up against a team that is strong on both sides of the ball as USC is. I think this is going to be an absolute dogfight. I think Washington wins the game.
Washington
and I
covers.
think I think Washington wins the game by 7 points.
Cam, Washington cover or
he
no?
said it's going to be a dog fight. Get it? Huskies, dogs.
Oh
Sorry,
my
guys.
God. Anyway, Michigan
I go
goes
to him for a respectable answer,
right.
and I get this.
Number 3 Michigan goes to Iowa. 21.5 points spread.
Wait, what was that game?
Michigan is going to Iowa. 21.5 points. I love
cover?
Harbaugh in point spreads. He just never stops producing. Although the last couple of weeks they've made some really bonehead plays to really fuck with the spreads. But I'm going to go with Michigan to cover that. I would buy that 0.5 point though. I don't like that 0.5 point hanging.
It's you just got to remember also what time they're playing. They're playing on ABC in prime time. So
Right. Okay. I agree with you. You have Pitt traveling to number 2 Clemson. They're going into Death Valley. Clemson's a 21-point favorite. Pitt was playing some good ball. They were covering some spreads. I think they know their season's over. They lost a couple of tight games. I'm going to go with Clemson to cover that 21.5.
I'm with you.
Ohio State goes to Maryland. They're a 29-point favorite.
Ooh, Maryland just got rocked.
lost their quarterback.
Is that
They
in
got,
the shoe?
No, it's at Maryland. But Maryland lost their starting quarterback. Ohio State's going on the road. They're number 5. They need to get back into
And as
number
a
4.
one-loss team, Ohio State has to blow out everybody that they play.
I think Maryland covers that.
Wow,
Interesting.
really? Knock. How many points?
No, I think Ohio State covers that.
Okay,
The
Ohio
29.
State
yes,
covers
Ohio
29.
State covers
Okay.
the
Oh, all
29.
right, all right.
I think this is like a 55-10 game.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
Okay, Illinois goes to number 7, Wisconsin. This is 26.5 points to Wisconsin.
Woo! I'm taking Illinois in the points, baby.
26.5.
Wisconsin doesn't blow out anybody.
Illinois is not a bad football team. They've got Lovie Smith as their coach. They've made strides every single week.
Oh, big
This
pull
is
right
a-
there. I
this
didn't know
is-
they had Lovie Smith.
This is a trap game for Wisconsin. I think I take the points in Illinois.
How many do I get with that?
26.5.
Buy the 27 and just be happy.
Right, buy the 27,
and just ride it
be
out.
happy.
Ride it out.
Friday, you have
All right, Doc, give it to
Boston
me.
College going to number 18,
I like
Florida
this.
State. 21-point spread. BC just has nothing. I think Florida State beats them by 30.
It's in
35
Florida State?
points. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to stay away from that.
Utah
Okay.
travels down to Tempe to take on the Sun Devils.
Oh,
Sun
Cam's alma mater here.
Sun Devils get 6 points. I don't even touch this game.
Oh, no, Utah's
I have-
beating them.
I have no
Utah
idea.
is beating that team. Cam?
Utah is beating them big time.
Yes.
Really?
Because it's just ASU constantly gets these big primetime games, and they
and they
always
shit
get
the
blown
bed.
out.
They
They
shit the bed.
always get blown
That's
out.
why I don't touch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
North Carolina on Thursday goes to Duke. Duke gets 10.5 points. I kind of like Duke in this. I kind of like Duke to cover that spread.
Okay.
In that one. A couple more games here. South
give it to me.
Carolina
Give it to
at
me. Give me.
Florida. Florida's 11.5 point favorite.
South Carolina at Florida?
At Florida.
We took South Carolina last week and they covered.
Yes, I kind of like South Carolina and those 11.5 points. So
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with that. Penn State at Indiana. Indiana gets 7 points. Penn State with the upset over Ohio State.
Are they on the upswing? Is
Yes,
it
it's a new awakening. They've
Yeah.
got the best running back in the country right now. I think Penn State wins this game by 20 points. Let me see what else we got. Wake Forest, 35 points against Louisville. What I'm going to bet, whatever the halftime spread is,
Yeah.
I'm going to take Louisville in the halftime spread in this
Wait,
game.
what's the overall point total? What's the spread?
35.
So it's
Wake's
probably going
not
to be
a bad
20. It's probably
team.
going to be a 20 to 21 point halftime spread.
Exactly. I think
On that.
Louisville, because they play very well in the first half, I think Louisville wins the first half 35-6.
Wow.
Right?
You think they throw 5 touchdowns in the first half?
Absolutely.
Jackson just goes crazy?
Absolutely.
could do
I
that
don't
in
think
one
there's any-
quarter.
absolutely. I think there's no question about what happens in
Knocker,
that
before
one.
we move on, who is right now your Heisman winner? Like, if you're going to pick one right now, who is it?
I think it's Lamar Jackson from Louisville. I think you have to go with
Yeah.
him. But I think the Penn State running back is making a very
You don't
good
get
argument.
Peppers any love. You give
No,
Jabril
no,
Peppers
no.
in no love.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Peppers is probably the best football player in the country. You know, he's both ways. He's doing that whole thing.
Yeah.
Love him. Loves what he does for Michigan. If Michigan runs the table, he wins the Heisman Trophy. If they win the national championship,
Okay, he wins
does.
it. Okay.
If Louisville gets into the top 4, then Lamar Jackson will
But if
win
they
it.
don't, no?
If they don't, Lamar Jackson's not going to win it. Okay? And I think the sleeper in all of this,
Penn State running back, huh?
the Penn State running back, I can't remember his name.
Saquon Barkley.
Yes. And the other
pull, Cam.
sleeper is Jake Browning at Washington. If Washington
Runs the ta- or runs
if
the
Washington beats USC on national TV handily,
Yeah.
and they run the table and they get to the final game, they don't have to win it, but if they get to the final game,
Alabama, Washington.
yes,
Yeah.
I think he is a very good shot at winning the Heisman Trophy.
All right. I like it. All right, B-Knock. You got one more game. Give me one more game before we get out of here.
Army!
Oh, all right, for veteran. There we go.
Army!
There we go.
For Veterans Day.
Yeah.
I think they walk into South Bend and cover
And beat the Irish.
and
You're
cut-
just a bitter better.
I'm bitter at
You
Notre
hate
Dame
the
this
Irish from
weekend.
last week. That's a bitter bet of the week.
I think Army and the 14 points is a good bet. I really do.
The bitter bet
I like
of
the
the
Black
week.
Knights.
You should do that every week.
At the
The
movie set.
bitter bet of the week. Who lost for me last week? I'm betting against
All I
them.
know is today the Black Knights will be victorious. Give me the movie.
Independence Day. Yeah! He dies after he says that. He dies after he says that. He dies.
But it's still a good
All right,
line.
well, Knocker's got a song he wants to go out with, right?
Yeah, in honor of Veterans Day, this is another one of my favorite military songs. It's by a gentleman named Michael Montgomery. Every time that you talk to veterans and hear from veterans, what they say is the thing that means the most to them is getting letters from home. And I think this song, listen to it, I think this song hits it on the button. Letters from home, Michael Montgomery. Thank you, veterans, for keeping us safe.
All right, guys, we'll be back next week, Wednesday, same time, same bad channel. We love you guys all as usual. Thank you for tuning into the show. And everybody, just like we said, be good Americans. Like Locker said, listen to the song, appreciate where you live, and we'll be back next week.
God bless America.
Your stubborn old daddy ain't said too much, but I'm sure you know he sends his love. And she goes on in a letter from home. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared and our boots ain't muddy, and they all laugh like there's something funny about the way I talk when I say my